Hello, today we're at College Run Farm in Surrey, Virginia, and we're here with Steve Berryman, the owner and farmer. He grows a lot of pumpkins, as you see behind me. Well, how many acres do you have, Steve?
This year we have about 8.5 acres of pumpkins.
That's a lot of pumpkins. They really take up a lot of space, as I can see here. As we're thinking about the home gardener and them growing pumpkins and gourds in the home garden, what kind of spacing would they need to put out a pumpkin like this right here?
For your larger pumpkins like the one you're holding, they require about 25 square feet per plant. So, you know, if you're planting in rows, 5 feet between rows and 5 feet spacing between seeds in the row.
Okay, you got, it's been a rainy season, and we see this pumpkin patch has got, you know, a little bit of weeds in it. I guess that's just par for the course for a pumpkin patch, isn't it?
Yeah, weeds were pretty hard to control this year. We do put down some herbicides, but with all the rain, most of them were washed away. We had a little bit of disease pressure this year also because of the rain.
I see. If the home gardener's thinking about putting pumpkins out, how long a season does it take? When should they start putting their seed or transplanting in the ground, and when do they think about harvesting?
Well, if you want to harvest a pumpkin like this for Halloween, say, you probably want to plant around July the 1st. If you're looking for something more decorative to start in September, you may back that up and plant a little bit earlier. But generally the last week in June or the first week in July.
They want that warm soil, right?
Warm soil, you want a well-drained soil, something that doesn't hold water, because pumpkins just don't like to get their feet wet.
But they do need some irrigation or some watering.
If it does get dry, you will need to irrigate, and you're better to irrigate under the plants, just the soil, because the more the plants get wet, the more they may harbor some disease also.
So the home gardener could maybe use a soaker hose or drip irrigation or something.
Yep, anything under the plant to keep the soil moist would be excellent.
Okay. We're looking at this pumpkin right here, and it's a nice normal sized pumpkin, but there's other types and other varieties that are out there. Why don't we go look at some of those that you're growing now?
Yes, we've got plenty of them.
All right. Well, Steve, we looked at the normal kind of pumpkin over there, and we're seeing all kinds of different shapes and sizes of the pumpkins and gourds here. Tell us a little bit about some of the things we're seeing.
Well, we do have pumpkins and gourds and some squash here. This is a swan gourd. This is good for drying out and decorating later on. We've got some munchkin pumpkins. These are real easy to grow, and they produce a lot on the vine. Squash. This is a Lumina pumpkin. It's white on the outside, orange flesh on the inside. It's good for cooking. The warty ones are getting real popular with folks, so we've just got a lot of variety.
Yeah, I've seen some of the warty ones. I think they're really neat. I've seen some of these birdhouse gourds that are direct decorated. They look great in the fall ornamental decorations around the house. Now, are some of these edible at all?
Oh yeah, a lot of these can be used as decorations in the fall, and then when you finish with them for decorating, they can be taken to your kitchen, made into pies or pumpkin butter. You can bake some of these squash, very tasty. So sure, a lot of them are edible. The gourds generally are not edible, but most of your pumpkins and squash are.
Oh, that's great. And I know that some of these little guys here, probably for the home gardener, you probably could produce out of one plant a whole lot of those little ones.
Sure, they produce probably between 5 and 8, maybe 10 per plant, and there's a lot of different colors you can get. This is just a few of them, green and orange and white. So there are a lot of them, and small gourds as well. They produce well too, and a large number of them.
Well, now, there's so many different types, so many different seed types. Can the home gardeners find these seeds online or in catalogs for all these different things?
There are a lot of seed companies that not only offer them to commercial growers, but they have websites where you can go in and just buy a few seeds of each if that's all you need.
A lot of different choices.
A lot of choices, hundreds of choices.
Well, great. Well, for more information about gourds and pumpkins, please contact your local county extension office. For From the Ground Up, I'm Chris Mullins. We'll see you next time.